I'm bummed.
Still playing. This should be good.
Butternut. Sounds like that. It's getting caught.
Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 2A Brotherhood podcast. Gas.
We got a microphone.
Hey, listen, y'all. We're finally all here together, and it's gonna be we're here to actually celebrate
My wedding.
So,
My marriage.
Austin, here you go. So yeah, Austin got married, and so we're just here celebrating, and it's been a couple of years, but we're finally all back together for a podcast. We also have a special guest
From Dagestan.
He shall be unnamed, right?
Здравствуйте, идите нахуй. Все.
But yeah, y'all. So welcome, dude. I can't believe it. We got some nice cigars, and
Yeah, man, we're having a great time.
What's our quote of the day? It feels surreal. It feels so
It's
weird.
weird to be all
off guard.
It's all good. It's all good. I know Austin's got a great quote of the day.
I do not.
Okay.
Of all times.
I know. Oh, you talking about Austin?
Well, listen, y'all.
Yeah, I think of one in a second.
No, we're good. We're good. Listen, y'all. We had a great week. We just wanted to say thank you guys for taking the time to come watch us. You can see us on Spotify, or you can watch us on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and X.
Yeah,
X.
we're live on X right now, too.
And you can listen to our podcast on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and Apple.
All them motherfuckers.
Go follow us on all that shit.
Yes.
We also like to take a moment just to shout out our sponsors. You can go to Goliath Defense for some
Holsters.
amazing holsters. You can go to Cocked Firearms
Mexican.
for some really good. You can go to him for a lot of stuff: accessories, firearms.
If you need it, he can get it.
Sights, yeah, all types of stuff.
2AB is the code.
Sure.
10%
You get 10% off on both of those guys. They're wonderful guys.
An American asshole.
So thank you.
He's cool.
He's
Thank
not a
you.
sponsor, but he is a cool dude. Yes.
So
Support
thank you.
everyone.
So thank you to our sponsors. We're very grateful.
Yep.
So,
And smoke cigars, not meth.
all right. Yeah.
That's the quote of the day.
There you go.
Right there.
So, yeah.
Smoke cigars, not meth.
we when we went to the cigar shop today
Yeah.
to get these cigars, and they actually we wanted to give them a quick shout out because they hooked us up and everything. Davidus cigars, really good stuff. They have they hooked us up with a couple freebies, but we went and bought this little sampler pack of Oliva cigars. So
Came empty.
check them out.
Yeah. Came empty. Yeah. Pretty good deal in a sample pack.
Yeah, they're in Owings Mills right next to the Sunoco. You might get robbed, but you get
It's all right. It's worth it.
yeah,
It's
you
worth
get
it.
some
It's worth
nice
the drive.
cigars there. They got everything.
Owings Mills a couple hours from here, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are. This is kind of strange,
Right.
not being behind our desks and stuff.
Right?
Yeah. Being out in the outdoors.
Yeah, man, this is weird.
It is.
We had
It's
a-
so fucking weird. I
we had
didn't
a
think it was going to be this weird.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's like
Hey,
having a
but-
casual conversation on the street.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But that's the thing is like we're so used to being on the fucking screens. that is like so much easier because it's not like an actual direct contact with everybody. But it's like we're gonna lose. Just like when we were first on camera. Remember when we were first on camera, we were like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's just very natural. So,
Sure.
We need to get people that are close by, some guests that we've had on, get them out here to actually be a guest in person and do that next time.
I'm starting on my podcast room this year. I'm gonna start demoing, and hopefully by like October, November when it gets cold out, you guys can come over.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I don't know.
No strangers. I don't like strangers in my house.
You like giving strangers?
What?
You like giving strangers?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
He likes taking.
I give myself strangers. When you use the left hand, it's like, whoa, who's that? Who's that? This thing is fucking awesome.
So yeah, we had
I told you.
we had a great week. The ceremony was awesome.
Yeah, got me.
Again, for all the world to hear.
Thank you.
And it was a pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to be your best man.
Yep, I appreciate you coming all the way out from Texas.
Yes, sir.
For y'all that don't know, Josh was my best man for my wedding. So it was.
The rest of us just watched.
Yeah, we only had one best man and a bridesmaid, so all these guys would have been a part of it if we could have more. But
these guys are family. At this point, we're family. So.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Family. Remember that AI video you had when he was like sucking off the gasoline? Huh?
He had So yeah, he rolled up to the pump and he took the nozzle and just started
deep throating it.
He looked experienced.
Didn't know.
He knew what he was doing. He just pulled off by the whole thing behind him.
Because in that video they kept saying like family.
Yeah.
Family. He was like family.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
I like to live my life on the edge. So every morning I have a nice hot cup of diesel. It came out with part 2 and he just started.
Harder to meet you. Yeah. I do it harder.
I know, it's getting earthy as shit in the morning. These guys are getting me high on legal things.
Illegal high? Is it on your own supply?
Nah, I don't know. What is it?
What's been going on, guys?
Booty juice.
Pete Buttigieg. So, guys, I heard. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but there was people in the Democratic Party who are like already putting in their bid for the next election. Among them were Kamala Harris again.
That's too good.
Okay. Pete Buttigieg. You guys probably remember him. Someone named Pritzker. I don't know much about them.
Pritzker?
Yeah, guy.
Yeah.
The wrestling coach?
Yeah, Pritzker. And
Probably Gavin Newsom, huh?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom is one of them too.
What a fucking loser!
Kamala, poor ass.
Yeah, we see how he's done with California.
Kamala.
Kamala.
DJ
Kamala.
Our governor too. He's supposed to be running for
Westmore.
Westmore. Fuck him too.
Oh my god. Well, if you guys don't know, Westmore has ran Maryland to the ground. There's all of a sudden we're like in a ridiculous amount of debt. He's only been in what for 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Was it 2 3 years?
Right, 2026 is the election, right?
Not even that long, man.
Yeah, no, he's ran our state to the ground. They just raised all of our property taxes. Dude, my mortgage went up $120.
So did mine.
What the fuck?
So did mine.
I opened it up. I was like, hold on.
And the thing was, I just refinanced too to drop my mortgage. Mm-hmm. And then I made one payment at the new rate, right? And then the next one it went up. The next one it went up.
You thought shit was sweet.
January 2018, Westmore sworn in.
2018?
Or 2023.
January, okay, I was about to say.
January 18th, 2026.
So in 2 years, a Democrat has destroyed our state.
He did it in 6 months.
He did it in 6 months.
That's a record, right?
That's a yeah. He's competing with Gavin Newsom.
You want to switch? You guys want to rotate or cool standing here? All right.
I don't even know what it looks
So I got
Girl, you too fucking tall. You need to back
I
up.
got the podcast pulled up here on my phone.
Yeah, there you go.
Lurking now.
Back there. Yeah, because like half of your head was cut off.
But yeah, no, like I said, I refinanced hoping that would
Austin moved that way.
lower my rate some, and then yeah, like you said, raise my property taxes, and also the value of my house. My house got reassessed, so then that went up. So I got double screwed there. No.
Josh, I did something. Josh, I did something.
Oh yeah, just hit, I think you should just hit auto. We should be good.
No, it's, the camera was not enabled. Oh my god!
I just gotta switch cameras.
This one?
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be alright.
All right, there you go.
You want to stand on the inside?
You look like a Malachi.
What's a Malachi?
What's a Malachi?
He looks like he
like
wrestles
Jacob.
from Dagestan.
Dagestan?
Jacob. You remember Jacob?
Jacob.
You tall as shit. How tall are you, man? 6'3". Middle school? I don't know.
Middle school?
I don't know.
This motherfucker said.
I have no idea, man. I haven't checked. It's been a while. It's been quite a while.
So if you go to Towson Mall
Mhm.
and you walk in the parking garage, do you hit your head on the thing?
Very close to it.
Okay, because that's 6'8".
No, but I do remember
Shout out 6'8".
at the old house, I would bump my head going down the stairs. At the old house, at the Nuffles house, every time I go down the stairs, I would bump my head on the frame of the room.
I was about to say, what the fuck is that?
So she's very nice, actually. My neighbor's dog, very nice. She just barks because she wants you to come closer so you can pet her. But very, very nice dog, very gentle dog.
She's gentle with her teeth.
Just love her. Yeah.
She don't use teeth.
Dangerous for pups to play on.
Too dangerous for pups to play on. But it's funny. We were actually just talking about your height last night.
Me?
Yeah, we were just talking about your height last night because my new wife.
Look at how he got
my
on.
new wife. She's never met you, and so we were describing her to you. And one of the things that we were using to describe you was all the shit.
It's all right.
So,
It's from the earth.
yeah, I was like, makes me look short.
I don't know, man. I've seen some people that are like 6'8", and that's tall, man.
That's one of my coworkers. He's 6'9".
You remember Vitaly?
Yeah.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
I think I was like 6'8". Dude, he was
Yeah,
tall
shout out
as shit, man.
6'8".
He was tall.
Really good
No.
battle rapper. Go check him out.
No, but
We drove past him one time. He was like sitting in his car like this.
This person I used to work with was like 6'5". You had to look up at him.
6'5".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
What? My coworker is
I used to be
6'8" or
6'3",
6'9".
but
Yes, much
6'2" now with my back problem. I'm
I was
sorry.
used to
I
be
to
5'11".
not
Now I'm
6'3".
5'10".
Used to be 6'2".
Yeah.
I used to
called
be
getting
6'2".
old.
There you go.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Not 6'3".
I know.
6'2".
That's how tall you are.
Used to be. Now I'm like 6'1".
I'm
My back
6'2".
fucked up.
No. Apparently, all they want is 6 footers.
No, they want 12
Six
inches.
floaters.
12 inches? I heard it was 6.
They lied to you.
For the vertebrae? Yeah, that's what, women want the 3/6, the 6 footers, the 6 inches, and the 6 figure
Yeah, I got
I got 2
I'll
of
tell
those.
you after.
We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie, right?
Dimitri the porn star.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I could play one on TV.
I couldn't do that. That's too much pressure. But, dude, there was some chick talking about it on the internet that
Is that
she was
circumcised or uncircumcised?
so she was a porn star, and she said like every dude that's in porn like has to shoot their dick up with the shit that gets them hard because they're like so desensitized to pussy that they can't get it up.
Maybe that pussy gets wet.
Well, even when they go home to their girlfriends, like their dick just doesn't work, so they have to like shoot it up with I forgot what she said it was, but they basically have like 3 hours to nut. I don't know what it is. You have 3 hours to nut, or you gotta go to the hospital and they gotta fucking drain your dick, take the blood out.
Damn. That's wild, man.
I was like, yeah, dang. She was talking about the PVOs. There's actually somebody over the dude's shoulder as he's banging the chick, like with a camera.
POV.
Yeah, POV. He said PVO.
I thought you was talking about this shit. They shoot up in that shit.
Point view up. No, but it was crazy. Like, you never think about that. Like, these dudes are banging a camera.
Wow, you just jerked off to it. You didn't think about the angle to me.
I don't watch porn.
I don't either.
You never did. I mean, damn.
I never
You act
did.
like
I
you
used to.
I used to too. Yeah, I don't watch that.
Like everybody did.
I never did.
That stuff is poison for your mind, man. Poison for your mind, poison for your soul.
Never have I ever. Sorry.
Not watch porn. Two negatives.
What's your opinion on that? People who date porn stars.
Gay.
They fucking
Stupid.
So there's
whatever floats your boat, but I couldn't, man.
So you know that that OnlyFans girl, what's her name, Bonnie Blue, that took like 1,000 men in one day.
It's like on whatever
Ew.
podcast.
Yeah, there was a woman that took like 1,000 men in one day, right? She's actually now dating. She's a correct me if I'm wrong, I believe she's a UK based like porn star, right?
What's her name?
And she's dating Bonnie Blue, and she's now dating a young rapper by the name Lil Mabu, right? Who actually just got banned from the NBA because there was a video where it looked like she was sucking him off, but apparently she was tying his shoe.
Just like Justin Bieber.
and so so he got banned from the NBA, from all NBA games. But yeah, she said that she hadn't even had sex with him, and she just had sex with 1,000 men in a day, and hadn't even done it with him.
You believe that?
I don't know.
How many is 24 hours? How many is that an hour?
It's a lot. I think it's like
What's the mathematics?
I want to say it's like 2 a minute. I want to say it's like 2 a minute.
1,000 by 24.
You got to go in there ready to.
Hold on, Josh got the calculator.
Did they like give
Well,
a
first you
cream
gotta
pie
figure out
or
how many-
fluid in her mouth?
So it was 1,000. 1,000
divided by 24.
Equals.
You got to be like jerking off right before you.
So 41 dudes in an hour. Sorry, 41.66666 dudes in an hour.
What's the 666?
Well, it just keeps going. That's 666.
Yeah.
So it
So
says
basically-
41 2/3 of
Round it
a
up to
dude.
So basically 42 dudes in an hour.
Yeah.
Which
So they
divide
really
that
are
by
dating?
60.
Yeah.
Divide that by 60.
They really are dating.
Yeah, they really are.
Did he kiss her?
Divided by 60.
He said her holes belong to everyone, but her heart belongs to him.
Would you date? Could you date?
0.69.
So
So
0.69.
so
That means every minute, right?
no, less than a minute.
Oh, less
So
than a minute.
It's almost 70% of a minute the dude gets the banger.
that's what I'm saying. You have to
That's crazy.
be ready to
Yeah, you gotta be ready.
before you.
But yeah, did you hear what I
they
said
have
though?
to finish?
Did you hear what I said though? Little Mabu said that her holes belong to everybody, but her heart belongs to him.
That's all that matters.
Dude, what happened to rapper's name? What was it? What? Chicken head.
It's all about
Don't save her.
and saving hoes and doing drugs.
She don't want to be
So
saved.
every
6 months.
that means every what? Every like almost 3/4 of a minute.
No, it's got to be more because if it's 42,
45
there's
seconds.
60. There's 60
Because it's
minutes
not
in
a
an
full
hour.
minute.
Yeah.
But he said 42 an hour, right? So there's
Yeah.
42 an
Close
hour.
to busing.
So it's going to be a little bit more than a minute.
Get the busing.
Well, there's 60 minutes in an hour.
And it's 42.
So that's why
Are you
41
gonna go
divided
and
by
look it up,
60.
girl?
It's
That's an
1.4.
Yeah.
1.4. So you
No,
got
it's
basically
the
a minute,
numbers.
like less than a minute. Or you got a little bit more than a minute to nut.
Jeez.
Yeah, a little bit more than a minute for your time.
We were doing the math about the woman with 1,000 dudes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But you said there was 42 in an hour. So she had to do 42 an hour, right? But there's 60 minutes in an hour. So you have to have a little bit more than a minute. Yeah. So, yeah. But you basically would have about a minute or so.
What does the world come to?
That's wild, dude. Yeah, and it's all over social media.
She's a whore.
The kids are finding out.
It's fantastic. But the thing is, she's into barely legal boys. So like 18, just out of high school type boys. That's why she did that 1,000 in a day. She couldn't even get it monetized because they couldn't confirm everyone's age. So only OF.
So let me get this straight. If that was happening to chicks, that dude would be going to jail. First of all, there wouldn't even be a line.
Yeah.
If a dude's like, I want to fuck 1,000 chicks in 24 hours, no one's showing up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if it was flip and 1,000 chicks showed up and this dude banged them, you think it wouldn't be
pitchforks?
You know what I mean?
Pitchforks, yeah. But no, that's the thing. So she literally couldn't even make any money off of it, and she ended up getting pregnant from it too.
Good for her.
I think that was fake.
Yeah, I think it was.
She got pregnant? Yeah. I think she was faking.
Yeah.
She was a dirty bitch. She got pretty eyes.
I think Josh looked at her.
Is she thick?
Oh, she's like a little white girl.
No, she's English.
No, she's English.
She's English.
I'll look at a picture.
What does that mean? English bitches can't have ass?
I don't know. I've never been to England.
It's hard to tell.
That doesn't really hurt nowadays. It's her record.
She looks like a fucking 80s porn star.
You said
that's what's in right now. Like everybody's dressing like the fucking 90s.
Everything goes back around.
She's like mad skinny.
So you're gonna be wearing Jinko jeans.
They already are wearing Jinko jeans.
Jinko
jeans are like $400.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Right?
You still got yours?
No, I wish I did.
Oh, man.
$400. Yeah, man.
Like, I'm about to have the meanest come up.
I used to go to Blockbuster with Ben, and he would just sneak the tapes into the back pocket. Allegedly. Yeah, what is Blockbuster?
Blockbuster?
Yeah, it's not like a...
Y'all are the reason they went out of business.
Did you guys know that there is actually still one functioning Blockbuster?
In Alaska,
Apparently,
I think, or Oregon. It's
isn't
either in Alaska or Oregon.
And I don't know why or who owns it, but there is one.
And people still go to it.
Where is the last Blockbuster?
Shit, man, it's always open. I go. Good times, man.
We're at the Jinko jeans.
Yeah, Bend,
Make
Oregon.
sure you rewind your tapes.
The last remaining Blockbuster video store, colloquially known as the last Blockbuster in quotes, is located in Bend, Oregon. So, about that.
Bend over.
You guys remember like Circuit City or
Hacking
Cow
Jersey.
Door.
on that show?
Yeah, it was on
Circuit City and Radio Shack.
Cow Door.
Remember Ames?
Woolworth.
Remember Ames?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just watching a movie, and the
show.
It's a documentary type deal.
Oh yeah.
And it was the dude worked at Circuit City, but it was about the Ukrainian girl that was had a type of dwarfism, and was allegedly an adult that was pretending to be a girl.
Dude,
Isn't that a movie?
No,
It was a
it's like an
show.
actual thing that
We're
happened.
just watching.
I know, but it was a movie.
We were talking about Orphan,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, that's a different thing. But this is an actual thing that happened, yeah. And so we were watching the
She was a
Hulu.
Ukrainian, right?
Yeah, Ukrainian.
Her name was like Natalia something.
Natalia Great.
Russian?
So yeah,
I have no idea. No, I haven't seen it.
she was an adult.
Ukrainians are not Russian.
And she pretended to be a child, and she was adopted by this family. So what happened was,
Allegedly.
she was adopted, and she had like medical issues. She had a walker. She had like club foot and I think some spinal issues. She needed surgery, but when she went to this, what was it called, First Hope or First Watch or something, was the name of the adoption agency, and basically they were like, hey, you need to pay $7,000 to the adoption agency for her surgeries.
Yeah.
They paid the money. The agency closed down
Right after.
and it was like nobody knew. It's like they never existed. So she was going around to like this other family who had her as a child before they gave her back to the adoption agency. But yeah, so she was like in on this whole scheme, like getting money from people, And
crazy, man.
It was wild, bro.
Yeah, gotta get it one way or another, I guess.
It was just so weird.
How you leave?
Gotta hustle,
slowly,
man.
like the mother slowly realizing, I don't think this little girl is like who she says she is.
She ended up walking into the bathroom and then found that she had pubic hair. And then, like, a little bit later, she opened up, like, a chest in her room and found a bunch of socks that she had been using as, like, makeshift tampons.
So
and,
she had a bush?
And this girl was supposed to be 7 years old.
She had a bush?
Yeah. And this girl was supposed to be, like, 7 years old.
and
then the mom was, like, asking her in the car, was like, have you ever used a tampon? And the girl freaked out and, like, put her hands over the mom's eyes as she was driving. Yeah.
It was like the Good American Family.
Yeah.
The name of the show? Something American Family.
Family Guy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So
American Dad.
Weird.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. You gotta get it how you live, man.
Man.
You gotta get it how you live, man.
I like this one. Let me get it off.
There's some business for Raya, Lupe. You gotta get it how you do it.
Robert, just got it.
So yeah, man.
It's like a rosary bead, right? So in Soviet prisons, you can't have necklaces. You know, if you kill somebody, so they make things like that. It's like
You want to show the camera?
Orthodox.
We gotta get closer.
Rosary beads. So each one of these you can use to pray. Very strong. But this one specifically is made out of billiard balls. Billiard. Made out of pool balls. And so it's like a good stress toy, and just a fidget. Pretty cool, man.
Eight ball?
A little heavier one, but yeah. There you go. Look it up in front of these. I got these green.
You can try and make this out of stone too.
The bone, man. I have a bunch of dog bones cut up to make them out of that.
Bones.
Boners.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to this shit.
You can get it.
Gotta get it how you live.
Calm.
Get some business from Raya.
Calm.
Feeling good?
Good. Thanks for having me around.
Thanks for being on the show.
I was always worried I'd say something bad. I tend to say bad stuff sometimes, you know?
You can't say nothing bad. The real
Nah, you
niggas
guys
call
don't.
cash.
Sick is very, you gotta be very careful on sick.
Really? Do you think we're banned right now because of all the stuff that's been said?
No, probably not. I mean, if you drop a hard R or...
Can I say asshole?
Yeah, I mean...
What about that video you showed me of the guy who made the song, the funeral song?
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, you got banned a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got permaban.
Permaban.
It depends how they like you or not.
Hello, Jim. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Because, you gotta be careful. He's, falling in the dark.
So, yeah, you guys can't see, but we have a nice little fire going. You want some there?
I'm about to light my cigar.
Rotate the cam.
Yeah.
We got a nice little fire going, y'all.
Did you fix your other one?
They're pretty out. I'm back to stand for dog.
Always want to
Kazakhstan.
How about some ASMR?
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
Put it next to your balls. Use the torch, man.
Listen to your balls breathe.
You want like another one or two cigars?
Dimitri, use the torch.
The little one. Abu Dhabi. There's.
Oh, let's go.
God,
That reminds me of like a little
We got
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch activity.
Yeah, man. The little Sasquatches that
be
be running through the woods. You hear them.
Is there coyotes around here?
Coyotes are everywhere.
They're just like indigenous to this area.
I mean, I know up that way they are, but
Coyote?
here.
Dude, they found them in like abandoned buildings in New York City.
Remember you found that chupacabra?
I never seen no fucking coyote here.
By my way, but there is.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, first time I heard it, I almost shit my pants, man. It was like 3 in the morning. My dog starts barking out of nowhere. And it was like pitch black outside, and they're like around the house. I threw out some old food.
Yeah.
Dude, it was scary.
Does the state let you peek you?
I mean, I'm sure if you shoot out there.
You need to have a
Yeah, no one's gonna call the cops out there.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, Billy Bob is at the range again.
Billy Bob 40.
Dude, one day I was going to work, and all these geese are flying, and all of a sudden I just hear boom, 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 boom. Like, here's my backyard. It's happening right over there in the farm behind my house, and I see a bird fall down, and dude. So what the farmer does when he cuts the corn, he always leaves like a big section uncut, and that's where they hide to go hunt. So, but it's like right there.
Yeah.
I just hear a shotgun going off. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I just see the bird fall down. I was like, oh, okay, someone's hunting.
Did you have like a semi-automatic shotgun or something?
I have no idea, but it was like boom, 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 boom. And then you see the bird. I was like, oh man, that's like in the video game.
Oh, duck hunt?
Yeah, like like they don't keep going that way and fall down. It was just like straight down.
Should have shot that.
He's pretty cool. He's a retired cop.
Here in Baltimore?
No, he was a Baltimore County cop.
Probably. I would have ate it with you.
I probably would have ate it.
No, but he said anytime I have people over, just let them know we could use the little strip to record that.
Oh, in between the houses?
I thought you were going to say shoot.
Let me know when
I'm going to ask him. I'm like, hey, like, I hear shooting. Is that you guys? Do you have a range that me and my buddies can use? He has hunters come, like, apparently they're his old co-workers, but when it's hunting season, like, I wake up and there's like 16 trucks on that little pad. Him?
Yeah.
He's got a whole fucking farm.
I hope they do shit on there.
I mean, like the hunting area.
So there's
like
the farm and then there's woods. So the coyotes mainly stay at those woods near my house. Like after the farm. They're all back there. I've only seen one because I was like, that can't be a fox. It's too damn big. And it had something in its mouth. And I think it was one of the stray cats from down the street. But my cats come home fucked up plenty of times. And one of the times my neighbor said that she saw a coyote and then she saw Jasper all jacked up. So, yeah, but they usually
tore
stay
him up,
on. Not Jasper is like he'll fuck him up.
Yeah, I'm saying he tore them all up.
I mean, he was all tore up. We had to take him to the vet. And he had a bite mark on the back of his leg.
No, okay.
His eye was like missing a bunch of hair right here, and then there was like a big gash.
You gotta be a survivor out there, man.
Are they normally outdoors, guys? Well, they spend more time inside.
So for him, he used to be an indoor cat, and then we moved into the house and he started pissing all over the place. So he got banished outside. Because I'll be damned if this motherfucker is going to be pissing all over the place. Yeah, for real. And ever since then, he's never been an indoor cat. And I mean, he loves it. We got him like a little house that gets warm. Like you plug it in and it's just warm inside. It's insulated. But when I turned that into the podcast room, I got to build a room for him downstairs.
So do you guys
get excited? I'd like to be a part of that.
I've never seen one. I've seen dead ones.
Did you shoot? Yo, the first time you smell it, it smells like somebody's making coffee. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, if you sleep with the window open, dude,
now,
it's bad, man.
You guys got possums up there?
Yeah, I've never seen one.
The possums around here?
Yeah.
I see a lot of them on the road.
No, the crazy thing was the first 2 years, we didn't see any squirrels near the house. Last year was the first year that I actually saw a squirrel near my neighbor, and it was like by birds.
No, you see those black squirrels.
keen on the shot at all.
So, yeah, I'll ask him if we can shoot.
That'd be great. Is there like a does he have like almost like a perimeter thing? Okay.
Oh, yeah, he has
where does the perimeter end? Oh, okay.
So he ended up getting a fence in certain areas because people would just like go on his property and steal shit.
Does he have a gap?
Apparently, motherfuckers, like 2 years ago, someone came in with a farming vehicle and stole like 20 or 30 rows of corn out of his farm. Dude, I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, who the fuck steals corn? And he was asking me, like, did you see anybody? I was like, no. But now I have cameras. So.
Like a bobcat or something?
I have no idea, dude. And those things are huge. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I heard it, I just thought, like, I probably thought, like, why is this guy doing this in the middle of the night? You know what I mean? But, yeah, he, like, woke up and there's, like, a huge chunk of his corn just gone.
That's crazy.
And you need, like, a big-ass machine for that. It's not like you go there by hand.
I guess the farming game is cutthroat, huh?
Right. He was like, he said he didn't make any money that.
It's all owned by China, right? All the farms
Who knows, man? Who knows?
You hear, actually, I think it was Missouri, actually sued China and won. And they're going to get the money because they're going to start taking China's farmland.
Good.
But then
They should have never had to begin with.
Yeah, they're going to come through
and they sued them.
the farms.
I think they sued them for COVID or something like that.
Wow,
Yeah,
Mexico trying to sue gun companies and shit.
So wait,
But,
by
you
winning,
They now
Our state is doing the same thing.
so by winning that case, does that mean
Are we
China
going to sue
is
Mexico
admitting?
for the cartel killers over here?
They're trying to sue Block for the switches. Like Block
Well, that was like,
Yeah.
remember when
That's the crazy part.
Putin, like,
They mad because they blowing
He
money
was
like
like,
they're
I'm
fucking
gonna,
slow.
he
And
tried to
now
get
they don't get
some
federal funding,
other
which means
country to pay him like $1
taxes are
trillion.
going to go up even more.
Yeah.
Is that Russia? He tried to get him to pay like $1 trillion.
Governor.
Was that? I don't know. It was like, I think it
For
was.
COVID?
No, just in general. I forget what it was
What
for.
did they spend the money on?
That person.
Putin sued for like $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maryland?
Maryland.
Yeah, it's here too.
Oh, yeah.
It's everywhere, dude.
it was this one. Putin sues Google.
It was to open up more positions for
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
friends.
Hold on.
Putin sued Google for
What did you get?
2 undecillion rubles. A 2 followed by 36 zeros after
Dude, that's like
refusing to pay
$1,000
fine the amount
It's like,
accruing for blocking pro-Russian channels on YouTube.
did he win?
Seeking an unfathomable amount of money. No.
How much?
This was back in October. Last
How
October.
much did he try and get?
2 undecillion rubles.
Again, man, it's like
2 followed by
Like a loaf
36
of bread.
zeros.
Hey, what the fuck
I
is
think
that?
2 loaves of bread and
He
a
said
cow.
it's $1,000.
He sued
no, that's
Google.
more than that, but yeah,
Yeah.
still. It's like it's yeah.
Two loaves of bread and a cow.
How much is one ruble?
It's like the lick.
Yeah. One elect is like a thing.
Lick.
Of the old one.
It's
The new one is
a half a penny.
that's
All right, $1 US is 84.44 rubles. So
So how many is?
So if you have a- if you have,
Undecillion.
I don't know how you can put that in the phone.
36 zeros. dude. 2 and then 36 zeros
200
afterwards.
billion rubles.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
You said 230 billion?
Wait, I got it.
Is that what it was?
I was doing US dollars.
All right, well,
How to
let's
put
just do
that-
$999 billion, and we'll just get a gist of.
I mean, it'll be like a cool million at least, yeah. but
Cool million.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
What's that? A trillion?
I have no idea. I'm just putting zeros in here.
It's 36. It's 2 36
Anyway.
zeros.
1 ruble. I mean, yeah, 1 USD is 84 rubles. And it's been falling and falling.
And that's Ruski money.
Yes.
What does Ukraine use? Rubles too?
No, it's Hrivna.
Rivna?
HRY.
She said, please enter
Which is
valid
probably even
amount.
it's probably even worse.
That's way too good.
You better go for
Calculator something else. Austin, how did the fire go out? Here, somebody hold it.
It's not up.
So let's see. Give me a piece
That's stogie. I'm good, man.
no, I'm okay. All right, so
Buddy.
all right, well, it's not bad. So $1 US is 41.
All right, so if you do
my goodness.
$999
Versus
billion,
84.
it's 11,842,211,999.99. So like that's basically a $1 trillion.
That's 1,000 billion.
Yeah.
So is what the number was?
Yeah, it's basically like a.
You said 41 rubles?
No, 41 Ukrainian is $1. 84 rubles is one.
So they're still trying to get billions out of Google.
Never gonna happen. I'm pretty sure all that stuff is banned in Russia, man.
That's like the Mexico shit.
I know they banned a lot of stuff. They banned VPNs and YouTubes and I think all that stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff is banned. Probably.
I don't use it, so I don't give a fuck.
I don't know nothing about that.
I got a wife.
It's a very nice feeling.
You heard the ones that like little pop sounds?
Yeah.
2 seconds.
You backfire?
Did you see the video of the guy who's the cops came because they were like, yeah, we heard guns on the property, like a fully automatic gun, and he was just like, no, you guys are wrong. Look, I will show you, and then you will be wrong, and then you will leave. And he's like, watch, okay, watch this.
They said it was an AK.
Yeah. He was just like, okay, you're right.
Okay, we're going.
Yeah. You look good.
Okay, you're going to jail.
Good, dude. You look good on camera. He's got all of us, like, he's got a.
We got
I
more
was just saying, you look good, yeah. Remember last time we were doing it, like, you want a hoodie or something?
That's what, because you said. That's why I keep starting the fire.
And then we were talking about skinwalkers, and Dimitri was like, "Oh, hold up, you saw a skinwalker in the background?" And then
You're not supposed to look at them.
And then you were, and then you were like, "Oh, yeah, tell me about the ghost story at the donkey lady."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the
It's
first.
60 right now.
That was the last time we were together for a podcast.
Yeah.
small.
But yeah, we were all alcoholics.
Yeah.
Well, I was. I was a bit.
30%. So it's going to be a cloudy day. Which is good for fish, right? And then evening time is going to rain.
Grace of God, we made it.
And then Tuesday, it's going to be 28 degrees
How you feeling?
Kelvin.
Feeling good?
Kelvin.
I'm feeling.
Fahrenheit.
Kelvin.
You know how
Kelvin's like the
you know how
the
Kelvin
sun.
works? It's basic, or Kelvin. It's basically 100. So like Fahrenheit is based off of water freezing and water boiling. Celsius is based off of safe human body temperature of what it can stand. So like 0 is like safely what the human body can stand outside for like longer periods of time, and 100 is same concept, right? Fahrenheit is water.
100 Celsius
is 1 Kelvin.
Or no.
no.
Hang on.
Hot as fuck.
Oh, I think I have that
backwards.
backwards.
Like 23 is like 73 Fahrenheit.
It's like double and then.
Never mind, I had that backwards. So Fahrenheit is what the body can do. Celsius is water, and then Kelvin is as hot as it can be, and then as cold as it can be. So like 0 Kelvin and 100 Kelvin.
What do they use to measure pepper spiciness?
Scoville.
Over.
Oh, I need to get my hoodie too. I left here.
Yeah. Okay. So what is 1 Kelvin to Fahrenheit?
Cock.
1,000 more.
1 Kelvin to Fahrenheit would be really low. Fahrenheit.
Yeah, because they have to use Kelvin because like temperatures in space are so like astronomical. So 0 Kelvin is negative 459 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's like as cold as it can get, and 100 would be
200 degrees Kelvin is negative 99.
you know there's also petakelvins? Petakelvin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we want it to be.
So what would 1,000 buttons?
Button that button. We would love for it to be 290. 290 is 62 degrees. So 300 is probably a good place to sit at. 80 degrees. 300 Kelvin. Yeah.
Is that a gallon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, that water was mine. If you were asking about the Deer Park bottle. Mm-hmm.
No, I lost. I had one that was a half gallon that would fit in my cup holder. Then I left that at a job site. Yeah. So
that was your last time visiting that job site?
Yeah, and I called him and he was like, "We're going to see you."
What happened to the Yeti one you had?
I still have it. It's big as shit. And like, if that hits my truck when I hit the brakes, it's fine. So when the Yeti hits it, it's like stops it.
It's the truck.
Yeah, from the inside.
Yeah.
Mine, it's got a bunch of dents from doing that, like slamming on the brake.
Yeah, but the Yeti's fine. My truck ain't.
Yeah.
There's like
Built
scuffs all over the freaking the dashboard.
There's what? Dents? Oh, scuffs.
Scuffs, yeah, because the Yeti would hit it, and it just like takes off pieces of plastic. Everything's cheap as shit.
I got like 6 dents in there, whatever it is.
Yeti?
Did you guys see that they're trying to blame Donald Trump about the like Elon Musk got a government deal for like I forgot how much money. That was a lot of money to build bulletproof Teslas. Right? And they're saying that it happened during the Trump administration. And that's like
I was just farting, sorry.
No, but they're saying that it was during the Trump administration. And that's messed up because, you know, blah, blah. This is why Elon is hanging out with Trump so he can make all this money. And then come to find out, it was Joe Biden that awarded him that contract.
Some more?
What was that?
The Cabo.
Oh, okay.
It's like a tea bag.
What's funny is if you go to a lot of the Tesla dealers, or they're not dealers, but like the Tesla facilities,
yeah,
You got it inside?
protesters out
It's
there
a,
always
okay,
protesting.
okay.
It's not just like
Oh, it looked like a sock for a second, and then it looked like a glove.
There's tons of them
You got to steep
that you can go
Well,
to, and on Saturdays they're out there protesting,
yeah, it did.
and they just keep getting
You feel
bigger.
No, I mean,
It's just like
your
how
stomach
stupid
a piece
can you
ago.
be?
Yeah.
Like how
I'm gonna have to
stupid
wash
can
it
you
down with
be?
that.
Defining corruption.
Actually, yeah, I'll take
Well,
it.
so I love hearing other people talk, and I don't even say anything. But it's like the stuff that they talk about. It's like, yeah, he's like, but he's taking money away from old people and all this stuff. And I chime in, I was like, no, he's not. And he's like, yeah, he's trying to take down Social Security. I'm like,
Social Security's a joke.
no, and I'm like, no, he's not trying to take it down. He's trying to find all the wasted money. So all of that wasted money that's going to people that don't exist, that is going in someone else's pocket. You know what I mean? That can be divvied out to the people that are actually on Social Security.
I thought we were getting $5,000 checks.
That's what I heard.
Months, right?
Well, not only that, Social Security really is a joke. It's a
no, it's like
like
they said if you
pushes
invest
everything
that
to the
money
side.
by yourself, right?
millionaire.
You'll be a freaking millionaire by the time you retire.
Yeah.
They said gift, they were giving not grants, but what are they? Yeah, grants to kids,
Join the Tilly Brotherhood.
like
For
infant.
Social Security?
No, I'm just
They
saying.
stole our thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I should have just
Like
asked for some money.
infants.
I wish, you know what I mean? I should have started a DI company and just asked for $20 million.
Yeah, you're foreign.
Well, no, that's A8.
What?
A8 is my
That's
North
the
contract.
You still foreign?
Well, yeah, no.
That's
But
cool because the
I'm not the
it's I have it broadcasting in 1080,
you
but
get tan to get into
you know
that.
how it is.
It's
That's
alright,
awesome.
man.
You got 8 years of no federal taxes, and there's like a bunch of jobs
But our other
that
one,
only
check this out.
AA companies can bid on. Regular companies don't. They don't have access to
I remember you were making that.
Yeah. You got 8 years federal income tax. That's awesome.
Pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah. After that, you just close down and start up another
No,
one.
when you turn, he was like talking.
Somebody else
Yeah,
name
you
in your
use that.
family. That's what they did.
He's laughing so hard.
You have to change the title of the company.
I'm just saying that that's what
If your house makes less than $150,000, if you make more than that, they're gonna tax it. I don't know what the bracket is gonna be.
But in Maryland, they'll take everything.
Is that 150,000 without
In Maryland, to Derby House, right?
Derby, yeah, they're gonna take everything.
Yeah, I mean that's what they go by.
Perhaps a really short
Now,
hood.
I don't know if you can get around it by putting a shit ton of money in your 401k, because technically that's not taxable. That's your gross income, and then there's taxable income. So I don't know. I think you can put up to 36,000. Don't quote me on that in your 401k every single year.
And then you also have Roth IRAs, but that's taxable.
Yeah, but when you take out the Roth, it's untaxed.
Yeah.
So it's technically better because taxes are always going to be higher later. You know what I mean? But
anything about getting pushed through or anything like that?
So I heard it passed
Derby House, right?
the initial hearing or whatever the fuck it's called. I haven't heard anything.
Pop out.
With an untaxed overtime, and even though you're putting all that money into your 401k,
do that on Odyssey.
great.
Yes,
You know what I mean? I wish I could put all of that every single year.
Yes.
Let's go in there.
And I think you can put up to
a deep conversation.
6 or 8 grand in your Roth IRA every single year.
I said it before, if I
come in
get that, where I
You guys heard about
get
the
taxed
shoes?
from overtime,
Yeah.
if I do 11 hours
Which one
a
was
day,
yours?
7 or 6, 5 days
I
a
can
week,
do it
sometimes
16
6 days a week,
Can you
I
get
will
that?
pay my house off in 5 years.
Yeah, but you should put that money in investment portfolio.
Yeah, remember.
But it also depends what your interest rate is.
I just
It's
drank some.
6.45.
Yeah, you're gonna make more money in the long run. Because that's what my financial advisor told me. Because I told him, I was like, hey,
I'll make some more in a little bit.
should we pay the house off? And he was like, if you pay the house off, you're gonna make more money investing that money in 15 years than actually paying the interest on the mortgage.
Well, my thing with paying the house off, right, is the reason I would want to pay the house off early is if anything happens, I don't have to worry about a mortgage payment. I still have to obviously worry about property tax, and I still have to worry about, obviously, insurance and stuff like that. But I could start putting all that money that I'm making from that I put into the mortgage. Also, I could put that into investments. Like my goal is to pay the house off as quick as possible, so I could dump more money into investments. Because to me, that would be a faster way, and have the security blanket of not having to worry if I lose my job, am I going to be able to pay the mortgage? You know what I mean?
that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
But that's why I told you have to have that 3 months.
Yeah.
6 months would be better than 3 months
Minimum, yeah.
That, to cover everything.
Yeah.
So you don't feel it.
So plus, I mean, all of us really are still young. Joke about being old, but we're all still young. We have a good ways to.
Don't worry, because once this podcast blows up, we're going to be millionaires, right?
Well, no, I turned 30 this month.
I believe it.
Oh, okay.
We're all going to be multi-millionaires.
Oh, okay. So
Blow up from the
we have
floor.
a freshly 30 guy over here on the 25th.
A Zoomer here.
Young bastard.
But yeah, no, that's my goal is to pay the house off as quick as possible. So the money I'm putting into mortgage, I can put into investments. I can put into that, and then
yeah, but you have to think about it as a compound interest.
Yeah.
Right. So you're going to pay your house off, let's say in 5 years. All that extra money, if you would have invested that you put on your principal, but the compound interest is going to be more money.
No, your math makes sense. And your math is correct.
No, and I understand you wanted to have it debt.
I'm just looking at it in the terms of a crash. Like, who knows if a crash happens, right? And we lose everything, right? Like the market crash.
Well, you don't lose everything unless you sell it.
Yeah, but we but we lose and money's down. People start getting laid off their jobs.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at more as a security blanket. I'm not focused on making millions right now. I'm more focused on a security blanket to be able to cover everything, and then that means having 3 months of expenses, and then also having eventually no mortgage. To where I don't have to
make millions now. You will have a security blanket.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you make
but if it's tied up as investment, and then if it crashes, then that's tied up. Who knows how long it'll take for that market to come back up? Where I borrow it.
That's what rich people do. That's how they avoid taxes.
I just hope I get
they make their income, they invest it, and then they fucking borrow against it, and then that's untaxed. And then
not a whole one,
like let's say the stock market starts going down, the bank will sell your stock to get their money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you pay it back, you're actually paying yourself the interest.
Nah, because they're harder to.
That's how rich people do it.
Well, no, I mean I know you can break them into a dose, but like, it's too much. You know what I mean?
And then they make stronger ones too.
Yeah,
you have $1 billion.
Yeah, I did.
It was like the first thing I would do was go and get a loan for $1 billion.
But like I said, I break them in half and then half and half.
Exactly why.
Sometimes even less than that.
You can get it at like
not because it's not even that much.
% interest.
You take a whole glue,
and
we
now
have
you have all this extra capital to use.
I just feel like I was drinking water.
That's why I want to get the CBD cord. Try that.
But what Leighton was talking about was the Burr method.
Yeah.
In housing. So what people do is they'll buy a house, live in it for 2 years, get the what is it called? The equity, right? Get equity in the house. Then they take out an equity loan, and then they go buy another house, live in it for a couple of years, and then they just keep doing that. And people have like hundreds and thousands of houses. Yeah, and then afterwards you just rent it.
Leighton, remember.
Shout out to Leighton.
That's right.
Yep.
Remember, debt is not the American dream.
Debt is a tool.
Buy gold.
If you listen to Rich Dad Poor Dad, that dude's a billionaire in debt.
Buy,
that's how he does it.
Exactly.
That's how he avoids.
Gold and
He
prostitutes.
avoids taxes.
Prostitutes first.
Prostitutes first. Yeah, that's cash. So that doesn't
First you get the.
There's no sales tax.
You get the honey, then you get the money.
First you get the money, then you get all the honey.
You said the homies?
The honey. The homies too. You get all the homies.
Is this actually recorded or voiced?
Yeah.
So you think gold is a good investment?
It's probably been muted the whole time.
I think it depends on how you're investing.
Okay.
I think it depends on how you're investing how you're investing into hoes. How do you invest in hoes?
Penny stocks.
I don't have gold.
These
I stopped
mics are really good.
2024.
Dude, there was $35.
I think if you invest hoes properly, they will.
I like the way you think, man.
I don't know. They have a lot of mouth. I don't know if you've seen Hustle and Flow.
But mouth on a hoe could be a good thing too.
Yeah, that's true. No, but on Hustle Flow, it was funny as shit. He kicked the bitch out. Huh? Hopefully, the kids don't wake up. No, but when he kicked her out, he came up with the song.
Hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah, hard out here for a
like,
pimp.
Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick. Terrence Howard, he made some songs wasn't that bad, man.
Terrence Howard, man.
That's picking up
I
on
forgot,
it.
man. Yeah, Terrence Howard.
Like, you don't have to have it like this.
hear his views on math and everything here.
I saw like part of his
he's
like
pretty smart.
Joe Rogan podcast when he was on Joe Rogan. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't
He
either.
was smart. He was
He
smart.
was like into like the mathematics and like what is it?
Not math theory.
Astrophysics.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I just made up a word, math theory.
There's
the theory of math.
Yeah, but he was making he cut an album or something.
Yeah, he did the Hustle and Flow shit.
Yeah. Remember Jamie Foxx blaming on the
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Sam Jackson. He had Jake Gyllenhaal was in the music video.
Man. It felt like I just killed a mosquito on my head. Maybe I'm just tripping.
Not too cold for that.
That's what I said.
Nice. Super grateful, like it didn't rain.
Yeah, I know.
It turned out great. Good weather.
Nice little bonfire.
Nice little son of a bitch around here, right, man? I'll tell you what.
We should cut it. I'm hungry.
Nice little pack of stone for stone.
I'll tell you what.
You got some hot dogs so we could eat, Austin?
You bought some eggs, man.
Croissants in there.
Croissant? I can't have croissant.
Croissant.
I would like a croissant.
Fresh farm eggs, man.
Can I have a croissant, Austin?
Take a whole batch.
I know. I forgot. We already established this.
Oh yeah, man. Anyway, anything else you want to say or talk about, Austin? Come say.
Your redneck ass blowing your nose like that.
It's not rockets.
Nose blowing.
You said you want a chick with dicks?
Chicks.
And he's like, I don't have sticks to roast some hot dogs over the fire, man.
I wouldn't roast a hot dog over there anyway.
Why?
Why not?
Because of the wood.
Why the fuck not?
What's wrong with the wood?
He's like, it's Austin's wood.
There's mold on it.
Fucking pine, man.
What does pine have to do with it? That's the microphone.
Pine ain't gonna. This won't do nothing to you,
right?
You'll be alright.
That one didn't even get.
So you can do the.
Didn't even get touched, right? You gotta split them, dude.
You didn't know the fuck I don't.
Austin was
Throw some gas on it, man.
I saw they sell.
Wild shit, Austin.
Nice, bro.
That's when you almost got your head smacked off, cutting that tree at Demetrius' house, doing shit like that.
Yep.
That shit would have fucked you up.
Oh my! Dude, 1 inch away.
DeMarco.
It was literally 1 inch away.
Don DeMarco.
You've been watching
like
Fresh
that,
and Fit?
like that. Wild and Out.
Is that Don DeMarco?
Yeah, they put the tag in there. And, yeah, that's pretty funny.
So I'm talking about Talmud.
Talmud?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Let's get it edgy.
It's gonna be a deep one, man.
Come on.
They're on Kick, man.
Probably not on Kick. I think
they're all owned.
Kick is like the latest one that we signed up for, so it's like the least amount of followers and stuff we have on it.
I thought Kick was like kind of like Rumble.
I thought it was like Twitch.
Is it like Twitch?
But like
we've been talking
the
reckless on that shit.
The layout.
Talking reckless.
I've been trying to tone it down. It comes out.
Yeah, Rumble's probably the safest one.
No, I know. That's what I was telling Josh. Like we could go live on our TikTok, but we're so used to not watching what the fuck we say that it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, we wouldn't know. Come on, what we got? 2A Brotherhood podcast on Kick. Matter of fact, let me just look up Kick because. So they do that Don DeMarco tag on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
What triggers that?
Like when people tip a lot of money or someone does something cool or something.
Nice. DeMarco. Kick.com.
You guys don't do Odyssey?
No, tell us what is Odyssey?
Sorry. It's a streaming site.
What's it like? You compare it to something?
Yeah.
Like, is it what was it similar to? Like Rumble?
Just, if you Google it, it's ODYSEE. So it's probably I would say it's probably right next to Rumble. I think Kick would probably be the least safest one.
Least safe.
Couldn't be worse than Twitch.
It's like obviously it's
really?
the same. Yeah. Some of the rules they have.
Brotherhood. Shoot. Did we get like just?
Did we get banned?
I was gonna say.
We're supposed to be live right now.
On what?
On Kick.
On Kick, yeah.
Pull it up in Sephora.
Oh, dude, there's like nothing for our podcast.
Apparently, we got banned from Kick.
They should give you an email as to why. I think.
Wow.
We did.
There's no.
But it says that we're fucking live on it.
It did.
We got banned, really?
Yeah, apparently we got banned. Oh, Kick's gone. Fuck Kick.
Kick's gay anyway.
Kick.
Fuck Kick.
That's funny.
Fuck Kick. Fuck YouTube.
It's like a front for stake.
Oh,
you know the gambling site. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
So you can gamble on it, but you can't talk about guns.
No.
Okay.
Can you talk
Kick
about
is strictly
trans?
for like it's like a front for stake, which is a gambling site.
Don't
gamble, kids.
Yes. Trannies.
It's been a while. Here you go.
Yeah, tuck options.
Let me tell you about tuck options, okay?
Sure, you can take the center.
I love a good tuck option, okay? Because when I like to wear my my two-piece bikini, I need to be able to tuck my penis and my pistol.
We are not sponsored by Target.
No, they don't have it anymore. They wised up.
Go woke.
It's just for that couple years.
Get tons of money.
Hey, they lost me. They lost me. I stopped shopping there.
Where, Target?
Yeah. I told my wife, the kids need clothes. I'm like, find that shit somewhere else.
It's like an expensive Walmart.
If you go to Costco, man,
Your
Costco
son
has some pretty good clothes.
Well, your son was also real big on the whole the Target Dino Nuggies, wasn't he?
Oh, the Good and Gather.
Yeah, the Good and Gather ones. Yeah. You don't eat that shit no more.
Yeah.
He loves Grechka though.
Dude, milk.
Grechka. He fucking
For the
loves
morning?
Grechka.
You do it with the milk in the morning?
No, just boil it.
You gotta get that raw
Oh, no,
milk.
I'm saying, yeah. Like a morning cereal type thing.
No, so
you put it in milk, a little bit of sugar.
So
like
my mother-in-law makes stuffed peppers with like a sauce kind of fucking thing, and then we just put that on top of the grechka. He fucking loves it.
So what is Grechka?
It's like
Buckwheat.
it's buckwheat. Yeah, it's just buckwheat. That's just a Ruski name for it. That's Russian.
It's good.
I've never had it. I hate buckwheat, but he does. It's like one of the few things he eats, so we're fucking happy. We're like trying to sneak extra shit in there, and he'll just be like, if we ever put like beef instead of turkey, he'll like take a bite and be like, "Get the fuck out of here! What you think you could trick me?" No.
Is there like vitamins and minerals and stuff in there, or whatever?
No, but we put all that stuff in his apple juice.
Yeah.
But like in his food, like he can pick up something different, just like that.
Like if very like wide palate, you know.
No, it's very narrow. He just, but as soon as he tastes something he's never tasted before, he knows like that. Like if my mother-in-law tries to use a different spice or something or seasoning, it's a no-go for the week.
Yeah. And
then he'll be like,
"Yeah."
What? Have you tried like slowly adding stuff in?
Where?
Huh?
Okay. Right where I'm facing is eyeballs.
Yeah, well, it's not eyeballs. It's a house.
No, there are deer that come out here.
Probably deer, yeah, but yeah.
There's deer and
oh my god! What the fuck was that?
Oh, right there. I see a blanket.
Yeah.
We spotlighting?
Where are you guys looking?
I don't know.
Like a deer or something over there.
There's a skinwalker.
It's a yoke.
Are we spotlighting here?
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. Just point a wiener out.
Right there. It is. It's going up and down.
Where?
You see
Oh
it?
yeah.
I have a bunch of deer that come through my yard. I actually have a real nice 6-pointer. I'm trying to get next year. I'm hoping he gets 2 more points, and I'm gonna get his ass.
He comes on my property.
My wife told me I better not. Well, she's gonna learn the hard way that I kill what I want.
You better ask permission. Apparently, you can't even kill a deer on your property.
That's her pet deer, apparently. He actually attended our wedding.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought that was the robin.
Yeah, well, the robin did too. Yes, but he shedded, so you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell it was him, but I knew it was him. Mm-hmm. But he actually attended the wedding. Him and his whole family. But yes,
I'm real curious.
So I have a good bit of deer that I have about 4 of them that come on property. But
it's crazy because I see more deer around here than in my house.
Oh yeah, dude, I got
crazy.
I got like 6 things. Like
I've never seen a deer. So I seen deer in the farm one time in 5 years.
The thing is, I also have squirrels. Like I have squirrels out the ass, and
the hell.
And oh yeah, he's right there. I see him. You guys feed him? No. Well, I did throw apples out there earlier, so he's probably trying to get those apples. But
we got a deer. Got a special guest, the deer.
But yeah, no,
Bambi.
Yeah, he comes out for all the special shit, man. But no, I got these squirrels, man. They tip over my trash cans and dig through all my shit. They hunkered down in my truck over the winter and just tore up my engine bay in my truck over the winter. Yeah, I had to go through all my wiring and shit.
They chewed on it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, no, fucking assholes, man. I actually trapped about 4 squirrels. Yeah, but it was out of season. I couldn't eat them.
Couldn't eat them?
Yeah.
How the fuck would you eat squirrel?
Squirrel's good, man.
There's no fat on that shit.
You never had squirrel?
No, I've never had squirrel. I'm not fucking white.
It's like a little tiny chicken wing.
It's like having rabbit.
Or
that shit's
like
nasty.
A chicken leg, like a little tiny chicken leg.
Dude, rabbit is disgusting.
Bony.
No, it's not even that. It's just there's no flavor. That has no fat.
Is disgusting. But it's very good actually for you. Like it's good.
No, it's
like,
not.
It's a good meat to eat. Like that will get you.
You can literally starve to death by eating just rabbit.
Yeah, just rabbit. Yeah, but it's
because it's nothing but protein.
Yeah, but it's still good though. If you have like rabbit in a balanced diet, it's good for you.
That shit's gross. Tastes like ass.
If you have it in a balanced diet.
When we were at H's, we murked those bunnies ourselves and skinned them and cooked them.
But squirrel is a good meat, and you could actually skin them pretty fast. You know, there's a technique I do. You just you cut around the feet, and then you cut the tail, and then you step on the tail. You just pull the legs and just skin the whole back, and then you just grab the front and just rip it down.
How much meat
you just skin? Not a lot.
No.
But yeah, squirrel's good.
Mean animals.
I got a funny story. I was back in the old house I used to live in. We had these 2 squirrels. Me and my roommate. We were doing some bow target practice because bow season was coming up, and there were 2 squirrels up in a tree, right? And we had a lot of property back, so we could like shoot the arrows up in that direction and not have to worry about hitting anything. And we saw these 2 squirrels, and so we decided. He got one and I got one. We were going to shoot him, see if we could hit these squirrels, and we were going to eat them. And this is a true story that tells you how durable squirrels are. I shot one. He shot his, and the squirrel was still alive, running in the tree with the arrow in its side. Right? We had to like wait for the squirrel to drop the arrow. Mine, I actually pinned his front leg and his back leg together. And he fell out of the tree. I went and pulled the arrow out thinking he was dead, right?
And he dipped off.
And he started like crawling away. So then I shot him with an arrow again, right? Because I don't want animals to suffer. That's my big thing is I don't want animals to suffer. But I'm also in a suburban neighborhood. I can't shoot them, right? So I shoot him with the arrow again. I'm like, this dude is definitely dead. I pull my arrow out and I leave, right? And I'm going to go back for him later after doing target practice. I go back like 5 minutes later, and he's gone.
Something ate it, or
no? This little fucker crawled under my truck and was like rabbit. Now he was like hissing at me, and like still alive. Right? I had to scoop him out from my truck and finally just like take a knife and like stab him in the back. He survived that.
What?
He then survived that. The only thing that killed this dude was I had to take a rock and actually bash him over the head. And I felt so bad. because I don't like animals suffering.
This story is reminding me of Me, Myself, and Irene with the cow.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Me, Myself, and Irene?
No.
All right. Well, it's a Jim Carrey movie, and he has a split personality, and he forgets his meds, blah blah blah. Well, anyway, like there's a cow that's like laying in the middle of the ground, and they think the cow got hit by a truck, right? So he goes over there and pulls out his stuff, and he's like, "Sorry, old Betsy," and just pop, shoots it in the head, and is like, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he just goes bap, 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 and then starts pistol whipping this thing. And apparently, like later on in the movie, they're talking about the incident in his, because he was a state trooper in Rhode Island, right?
Yeah.
So in the precinct, they're like talking about him doing this, and then the guy's like, yeah, and the cow is lucky it survived. And it's like, god dang, he let the whole mag off on his head. Bop, 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 bop.
Did he go back and like suffocate him or something?
Yeah, no. Then he started choking it and pulling on his nose like.
Yeah.
Dude, you've never seen Me, Myself, and Irene, bruh. I'll see it if I have it on Blu-ray. I'll give it to you, dude. That shit is so fucking funny.
I'll have to watch it.
Oh my god,
dude, that squirrel though, I ended up eating it. I fucked the meat, okay, but I still ate it.
Fucked it?
No, like I actually like ruined it. Like, I ruined the meat, but I still tried to eat it, like because I don't like food going to waste. But like I couldn't skin it. Like it took me forever to skin because I had like knife wounds in it. I had arrow holes in it. Like it really just ruined everything. But like our plan was to kill him humanely and eat him because we were like an arrow in like the back or the head. Will kill him easily, right? No, these dudes, they're built like a rock. And like I said, awesome. I was in a suburban neighborhood because I was about to go pull my pistol and just shoot him, but then I was like, I can't do that. Like, I'll get the cops called on me so quick.
How'd you mess up the meat?
Just because I had so many knife wounds in it, and
you bashed it over the head with a rock.
Yeah, I bashed it with a rock. I shot.
That was the humane way, bitch.
I shot it twice with an arrow. Like trying to kill
a resilient squirrel right there.
Yeah, he was a gangster till the end.
So wait, because of all that, it like ruined the meat.
It was just really hard to skin. Like it just took forever to skin, and then it was just like the way the meat was. It wasn't the same texture it normally is.
Does it taste like rabbit?
No.
It's more like chicken, beef,
like a little bit like chicken. I mean, I feel like everything tastes like chicken.
Is, yeah,
I feel like everything tastes like chicken. It's just. But it's hard to explain. It's its own flavor. I mean, it's just like deer. Like trying to explain deer to someone that's never had deer. It's
I've never had deer.
Just like alligator, right?
Try to explain
alligator to someone that's never had it, and your best bet is just to say it's like chicken. It's kind of like a fishy pork. It's like a fishy chicken.
I would say pork, like the consistency of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I also had alligator sausage, so. That's my relation is usually pork sausage.
We do alligator tail, like back in Louisiana. We did alligator tail tacos. Ooh. Yeah, they're pretty good, man.
Like tougher than just. Where else do they get the meat? The underbelly or?
It's mainly the tail. That's where a lot of the meat is, mainly the tail. But yeah, gator's good, dude.
Yeah, it was good. It was one of the best sausages I ever had.
Mm-hmm. There is an exotic meats place down in San Antonio, but obviously. It sells out as soon as they come in stock. It's sold out.
One
like alligator, and a whole bunch of different.
One meat I heard that is absolutely terrible, but I still want to try it is kangaroo. I heard it's like dog shit terrible, but I've wanted to try it just because But I feel like kangaroos are kind of like eating dogs. It's just like.
I mean, if you gotta survive, you gotta survive.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like it's like the same mindset of like eating a dog because it's just like when I see them,
fuckers are mean.
They're so cute. It's just like
they ain't cute when they come up to you and
they try to start boxing.
Yeah. Somebody said like that kangaroos were basically just deer that went to prison because you're all swollen up.
I think that's kind of how it is over there. It's like they don't really have that much deer, but they just have kangaroo out the ass.
Yeah.
I was watching a video one time of like a woman driving. I can't remember if it was like a bus or a truck, right? Like a semi or anything, like a bus, and a group of kangaroos like jumped out, and the instructor was just like, run them over, keep going. Apparently that happens just like deer, just like if like over here we have deer that just run out in the road.
Just like deer, bro.
Yeah.
Have you seen them like that? Well, they'll be like boxing somebody, but they'll jump and kick with both legs in midair and then land again.
Yeah, they put the pressure on their tail.
Yeah, man.
And those are the hard kicks.
Yeah.
Seriously, bro. And they dude, their shoulders, man, they're so swole.
I'm trying to get them traps. My traps actually grew.
Really?
Yeah, man.
It's exciting.
It is. I've been trying to fucking grow them for years.
Tough one, yeah.
So the best thing that's helped me is the face pulls.
Oh yeah,
that's helped out a lot. And then when I do my shrugs, I don't go straight up. I do them on my workout like machine. Except I'm leaning forward some, and my hands are back here, so I'm doing them like this. That's helped out a lot. Because when I would do shrugs just like this, it didn't do shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as I started doing face pulls,
you do it with the rope thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You just pull it up, and then what you want is like to squeeze your back as much as possible, like your shoulder blades together, and that helped out a lot. Dude, it's
what was the other one? The shrugs?
Yeah, so the shrugs, like my bench, when it's like at 90 degrees, it's still kind of like tipped backwards.
Okay.
So when I lean my chest against it, I'm kind of like this, and then the weight is like back here, but I'm standing straight up. I'm just trying to, but you're like this, and then when you do it, you go like that. So you can feel the difference when you go like this.
You're like leaning against it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, it's like 5-degree tilt.
Yeah.
So it's not going straight up; it's more like that. So it's like squeezes your traps more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the scap trap isolation.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like when you go straight up, it's not the same as when it's like back here. You lift it
up with the Michael Smooth Criminal. And then,
yeah, exactly. But that helped out a lot.
Yeah. I got all my scrap metal now that the wedding's over. I'm actually gonna start making home gym. Cancel my LA Fitness membership just because I was supposed to go with this guy.
You remember
but
when
he was always bluffing
on
me.
Good stuff, man.
It wasn't that one time. Fuck that shit.
Like
I hated it every time we went in. You're like, dude, just do 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, like. And then you'd have the phone, and it'd be like 10 minutes in, and I'm like, dude, I know it's been 5 minutes already. Come out sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah, man.
Good times, man. Yeah. So you're gonna build like a little structure.
I'm gonna build like a squat rack.
Like a hard structure for your gym.
No, I'm just gonna have it outside. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm gonna do that barefoot grounding.
You use cement for your dumbbells, barbells?
No, chain.
Like a piece of wood.
No, like chain for like heavy equipment.
Right on. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna make barbells out of that, dumbbells, just weights. I'm gonna weigh them out.
Like the prison stuff, man.
So I'm gonna do.
It's gonna be like that. The videos you see of the African dudes working out.
The bag of pruno.
Yeah,
It's getting mad swole.
Yeah, man. But I'm gonna do a squat rack. I'm gonna do like a dip rack. I'm gonna do a bench press. I'm gonna do.
Make sure.
I'm gonna do a sled,
tight, buddy.
I'm gonna do a sled. But it's all gonna be welded.
I'm just saying, you better make sure that shit's welded right.
Yeah,
you don't want to be underneath the bench and that shit just going.
Yeah, it's all gonna be welded, and then I'm going to and then I'm gonna build a sled so I can pull it, I can push it, and I can do whatever with it. So
apparently the sled is like one of the best workouts you could do.
Yeah, and then I want to build one of those.
If you do it backwards, it's amazing for like everything behind you. And then while you're pushing it forward, it's amazing for everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about the calves, though.
I also want to get one of those, what's it, like the one-hand hammer to where you like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cool, man.
Trying to be the Iron Sheik and shit.
The sledge fit.
Remember? Yeah, exactly. When Ben had the sledgehammer, yeah, man, we're getting sledge fit.
I do want to do that. Get the big tire and do like the sledgehammer.
Yeah, where they hit the tire.
Yeah, that's going.
High school. They got tires right down the hill. Yeah.
I'm trying to get the big tractor tires.
They had the big ass tires.
For
the football players. Yeah. Just like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm sure they're still there.
For Jackson, yeah.
No,
I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Down in North Carolina.
Yeah, down in North Carolina, we're cool to do that, you know.
It was a great school, man, but they do have tires.
I'm just kidding.
I
wouldn't
was a
actually.
great school.
While we attended.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Where the moon's at.
Yeah, man, it's looking pretty cool. You see that, man? The Earth is not flat.
Did the deer go away? Did you get scared off?
Yeah, they went. I think took the apple.
Oh, they de-blocked the apples and we're on their merry way.
Like I said, that's basically where I threw all the apples at, so they might be going for that. I don't know.
They probably just all chill there.
I think maybe they saw the fire.
We're still there.
They smelled the apples and they got real curious.
Smoked apple.
Yeah, smoked apple. Like applewood smoked Gouda. Yeah.
No, pine.
Pine smoke.
I don't even think they eat apples like that.
Oh, yeah. They'll eat fruit.
Yeah, no, they like turnips and carrots and shit.
They're like mostly vegetarian, right? They're not gonna eat like.
No, if you go.
Yeah, but they are herbivores, though, right? All right, y'all. Well, thank you for watching the Two-Way Brotherhood podcast. We're gonna call that there. Yeah. Anything to say, guys?
Hey, remember, go to cockfirearms.com, 2AB, 10% off. Goliath Defense, 2AB, 10% off. Thank you guys for sponsoring us and an American Asshole. And then thank you for watching. You know, it's we're gonna try to do this once a year. Get everybody together and have a bonfire and do this once a year. Yeah, it's fun.
Leave a comment.
Go follow us on all the socials, all that shit.
And remember,
bye.
Smoke cigars, not meth.
Yeah.
Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. Yeah, meth on the weekends.
Smoke meth on the weekends.
You do it once.
Yeah.
It's like breaking a diet.
Yeah. It's like breaking the diet.
Who needs those empty?
I actually heard some studies about that.
What? Yeah, dude. There was people.
People losing their sight and they're like,
something
going on inside.
Yeah, dude.
People are getting cancer.
People are getting cancer. People are losing their sight. Their stomachs are getting paralyzed.
Unstudied.
I heard that.
It's like a potato. You have to stay home.
No, the problem is, it's like there's a lot of people that their stomach is getting paralyzed, so that they're never hungry. Because that's what it does. It like it like signal that gets sent from your stomach to your brain that you're full or hungry. That gets fucked with. So it's like it makes you think you're not hungry. So people aren't eating at all. You know what I mean? Or Adderall.
I heard a lot of basically just like the cancer. They did studies that showed that a large percentage of people that were on those subjects for a year got cancer. There's like a specific one for women, I heard, that like almost every single one of the women